Far above Earth, beyond the clouds, beyond the moon, something is moving at first. Nobody notices it, no explosions, no alarms, no sign of danger, only a small object, traveling silently through the darkness of space. But this object is unlike anything humanity has ever faced. It is enormous, thousands of meters across, traveling faster than any bullet, faster than any aircraft, and faster than almost anything ever built by human beings. Scientists suddenly discover its trajectory. Powerful telescopes begin tracking its movement. Computers perform millions of calculations. The results are terrifying. The asteroid is heading directly toward Earth, not toward a city, not toward a mountain range, but toward the Pacific Ocean. At first, some people believe that this is good news. After all, the Pacific Ocean covers an enormous area, but scientists understand the terrible truth: the ocean itself will not protect us. In fact, it could make the disaster far worse. Within hours, governments begin issuing warnings. Satellites continue tracking the approaching object around the world. Millions of people look upward, waiting, watching, and hoping for a miracle. But the asteroid continues moving forward, and time is running out. Today, we are going to discover what would happen if a giant asteroid struck the Pacific Ocean. The world now knows the truth. A giant asteroid is approaching Earth. Every major observatory turns its attention toward the sky. Satellites continue tracking its movement. Scientists analyze its speed, its size, and the exact location of the impact. The calculations reveal a frightening reality: the asteroid will strike the Pacific Ocean. Governments around the world declare emergencies. News channels broadcast updates without interruption. Millions of people attempt to leave coastal regions. Airports become crowded, roads become blocked, entire cities descend into chaos. Meanwhile, far above the atmosphere, the asteroid continues its journey. With every passing minute, its speed increases. The immense gravity of Earth pulls it closer. Friction with the atmosphere begins to generate extraordinary heat. The sky starts glowing. A brilliant trail of fire appears overhead across thousands of kilometers. People stop and stare upward. The object grows brighter, larger, and more terrifying. Shock waves begin spreading through the atmosphere. Scientists understand that the moment of impact is now unavoidable. Nothing can stop it, nothing can change its direction. The only question that remains is how much damage will follow, and within moments, the answer arrives. Then, the moment arrives. The asteroid reaches Earth, traveling at an incredible speed. It tears through the atmosphere. The sky becomes brighter than the sun. For a brief moment, everything is silent. Then, the impact begins. The asteroid strikes the Pacific Ocean. The force released is almost impossible to imagine. Billions of tons of water are thrown upward. Steam rises thousands of meters into the sky. A gigantic explosion shakes the planet. The ocean floor cracks beneath the tremendous force. Powerful shock waves race across the atmosphere. The surrounding water begins moving outward in every direction. The impact zone instantly becomes a scene of destruction. Ships disappear. Marine life is destroyed. Entire ecosystems are transformed within seconds. Far away, people watch in disbelief. Windows shatter, buildings shake, communication systems begin to fail. The world realizes that this is only the beginning, because the greatest danger is no longer the asteroid itself. It is the enormous wall of water now racing across the Pacific Ocean, and nothing can stop it. The asteroid is gone, but the disaster has only begun. The impact has created one of the largest waves in Earth's history. An enormous wall of water begins racing outward across the Pacific Ocean. Its speed is extraordinary. Hundreds of kilometers pass beneath it in a remarkably short time. At first, ships far from the coastline notice almost nothing, but closer to land, everything changes. The ocean begins to retreat. Beaches become exposed. Harbors suddenly empty. Thousands of people watch in confusion. Then, the horizon changes. A gigantic wall of water appears in the distance, growing larger. Every second, warning systems begin sounding. Emergency services struggle to respond. Entire cities rush to evacuate, but time is running out. the wave reaches the coastline, buildings collapse, roads disappear, bridges are destroyed, vehicles are swept away, power systems fail, communication networks fall silent. The force of the water is overwhelming, ports vanish beneath the waves, entire communities disappear within minutes, and the destruction does not stop there because the shock of the impact has spread far beyond the Pacific Ocean. Now, the entire planet begins to feel its effects. The tsunami continues moving, but the destruction is no longer limited to the oceans around the world. The atmosphere begins to change. Enormous quantities of dust, water vapor, and molten material rise high above the planet. Sunlight struggles to reach the surface. The sky grows darker, temperatures begin to fall, agriculture suffers, food supplies become limited, entire ecosystems start to collapse. Meanwhile, powerful earthquakes shake regions thousands of kilometers away. Volcanic activity may increase, communication networks continue failing, transportation systems begin to break down, air travel becomes increasingly dangerous. Across the world, governments struggle to maintain order. Scientists work tirelessly to understand the full scale of the disaster. Hospitals become overwhelmed. Millions of people are forced to abandon their homes. The global economy begins to collapse, and humanity realizes that the asteroid did far more than strike the ocean. It changed the entire planet. But amid all this destruction, one question remains: could anyone survive? The answer is complicated. Humanity has survived many disasters, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, floods, pandemics, and powerful storms, but an event of this magnitude would be entirely different. Entire coastlines could disappear, global transportation would become unreliable. Food production would decline sharply, fresh water could become scarce, millions of people would be displaced, yet humanity would not surrender. Scientists would search for solutions, engineers would build new systems, governments would organize relief efforts, communities would work together deep underground. Some facilities would continue operating, research centers would remain active, communication networks would slowly be restored, new technologies would emerge, and once again, human beings would adapt, because adaptation has always been one of humanity's greatest strengths. But even if civilization survived, the planet itself would never be exactly the same. The Pacific Ocean would remember the impact, the atmosphere would remember the impact, and future generations would remember the day the sky fell into the sea. Only one question remains unanswered: could such an event really happen? So, what would happen if a giant asteroid struck the Pacific Ocean? The answer would be devastating. The impact would release an unimaginable amount of energy. Gigantic waves would cross the oceans, powerful shock waves would race around the world. The atmosphere would change, temperatures would fall, and countless lives would be affected. Fortunately, events of this scale are extremely rare. Every day, scientists around the world track thousands of objects moving through space. Powerful telescopes constantly scan the sky, satellites monitor nearby objects, and researchers continue developing new methods of planetary defense. Humanity understands that our planet exists within a much larger universe, a universe filled with extraordinary beauty but also extraordinary danger. Perhaps the most remarkable fact is that countless asteroids pass through our solar system every single day. Most remain harmless, some burn up within Earth's atmosphere, and a very small number become objects of concern. For now, the Pacific Ocean remains peaceful, the sky remains calm, and Earth continues its endless journey through space. But the next time you look upward, remember that our world is part of something far larger than ourselves. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next documentary. This is RailForge.